like the call volume?
If I had to choose between the two, the most important is hitting quota.
Oh, which is the demos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Now, if you're a rock star and you can make 100 calls a day and you can hit your quota, go for it. But if you told me I had to choose between one of the two, I'm hitting quota all day.
So that was pretty cool. That was fun, exciting.
Cool, man. Cool. So I heard Kevin, the other Kevin, was saying you had a background in real estate. So really cool. How'd you come around to tech sales?
Well, I've been wanting to get into tech sales for like a minute, probably like a year, but I was pretty comfortable at my previous job, and I just never pulled the trigger on trying to apply seriously until like a month or two ago, and I was able to land something. I was like, oh, cool. Like,
oh, good.
So
man.
That's how it's really cool. I like it so far, and I mean, I did research before. So yeah.
Exactly. Well, good for you. Good for you. I also have a real estate background as well.
Nice.
So my background is real estate and construction.
Oh, okay. So do they hire a lot of real estate experienced people in this company? Because so far it's you and Jason, and I think there's another person too.
Yeah. Yeah, and between that and like having a like construction related background, yeah, they really like that because it really does translate well into this field for sure.
Yeah, I can see why. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely, man. Well, cool. Well, welcome once again.
Thank you.
No problem.
Appreciate
I'm about to share my screen here. Let's see, get some sound.
When did you start working here?
I started May 15th.
Oh, okay, all right. How do you like it so far?
Man, I love it, man. I really do. This is one of those careers where it's like, gosh, I wish I had known about this sooner. I would have been doing this.
Yeah. I wish I pulled the trigger sooner, but everything happens for a reason.
Exactly. That's right, for sure, man. So yeah, we'll kind of get into it. I'll kind of focus on like, I know for me, I don't know about for you. For me, my main concern was, it wasn't even as much getting on the phones. For me, it was like, okay, what am I supposed to do with all these screens? What am I supposed to do with all these, you know?
Yeah.
So that was the big thing for me. So we'll kind of focus on that. I'll send you, I got like some stuff I'll probably send you just so you can have something to kind of refer back to. This guy right here I'm about to call, but I'm going to scrub it first. And you heard how important scrubbing was, so we're going to scrub a lead. Alright, so I'm going to start with the phone number. Alright, so far so good. Now I'm going to go grab this email address here. Alright, so far so good. Scrub the name. I just try to scrub like a bunch of different parts of the lead because you never know, like it could be somebody else has it as well. It looks like this one's okay, but I'll do this last part. Alright, so let me see what we got here. Similar but not the same. Reject it. Alright, so I'm going to move forward with this one. I don't see any reason not to. Alright, so once I make sure I scrub it and it seems like it's good to go, I like to change the lead status right here from new to working and save it. Alright, and then I'll drop down into my notes section right here. I like to drop my demo sheet into the notes section right here, and then I fill it out from here. And you'll notice that every time you sit with somebody, they'll do something a little bit different. So you'll just have to figure out kind of what works for you and just roll with that. I like to do this before I make the call just because I hate fumbling around when I got somebody on the call. It makes me a little nervous. I'm trying to do this and listen. It's just too much for me. So I like to pre-fill it out.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. And some people may fill it out as they're talking, but I was like, for me, I found that I miss parts of the conversation because I'm so focused on trying to fill out the form.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll just fill in the basics and then I fill in the rest as I'm talking, because the rest of it, they'll kind of give you the answers while you're talking to them on the phone. See, like, obvious typos to a company name, you can always tidy it up a little bit.
Okay. Is this...
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
This lead is this day one right now?
Yep, day one, step one, so I haven't even touched them yet.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
Let's get ready, like, just all the info. Well, you're scrubbing and getting the information already and set, pretty much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So let's see here. Doing your demo sheet, you want to make sure you fill in the more information you can get, the better. It always makes for a better demo by the time you send it to the AE. The more information you get on there. I tend to take notes as I'm talking to people, and that was something I learned from my old customer service days of being on the phones. I would always doodle all the information while I'm on the phone with them, and I still do that. So when they're talking, I'm making little notes on the sheet. And I just send the sheet over to the AE with all the notes that I found out about them. It kind of helps. So let's see here. All right, Phoenix City. And most of the time, the address field will always be blank when you're starting. So it's definitely always important to get their address. But at least this will tell me which queue I'm going to be calling into. They're on the West Coast, so I'm going to be calling into the West queue. I like to make myself a little mental note up top. Okay, this is going to be West queue, and that just kind of helps me. Let's see here. It was SalesLoft actual application on the right, and then I got my Salesforce over here, so we'll roll with that. All right. Then I'm just going to click run. And when it pops up, you'll see that it has some notes. Right here it says scrub lead, call with local presence, do not leave voicemail. Those are really good to go by. You don't have to go by them, but I usually do follow them. When I'm calling a lead for the first time, I usually will call them with the local presence on, which means I'll be calling them from a number that mimics their area code.
Yeah.
Sometimes they pick up, sometimes it goes straight to voicemail, sometimes it hits a spam filter and you get nothing. You just kind of have to kind of roll with it. For me, it's always good for me because when they have a voicemail, it's like I can kind of get some information from the voicemail. Sometimes it'll have like a weird name and you're like, I don't know how to pronounce it. You'll get the voicemail and you'll be lucky enough. Maybe they'll say their name on the voicemail and you're like, okay, that's how you say it. All right, so let's call this guy. So to turn your local on and off, you just want to click the little map icon. That turns it on when it's blue.
Okay.
All right, and sometimes I like to make notes. I'll say called with local on. The more you're doing this, you won't be able to tell if your last phone call, if you made it with your local on or your local off. Some people don't care, but I do because I like to strategically toggle between the two options. So I'll make a little note in the box that says, hey, I'm calling them with local. So that way I can, next time I call them, maybe I'll decide to call them with the local off or something. All right, so let's call this cat and see what he's talking about.
Let's do it.
Your call has been an automatic.
Alright, so let's see here. So I'm going to log that as no answer, no contact made. And with it being so late in the day, usually I'll wait 15-20 minutes and try to call them back. When I do this in the morning, like if it's first thing in the morning and I get a lead like this, I'll call them with the local on and then I'll wait until lunchtime and try to call them again. I get a lot of leads answered during lunch and a lot of them answer after 3.
Got it. Okay.
For me. Now I do get some in the morning, but not many. Most of them are either lunchtime or after 3 o'clock for me.
Yeah.
Alright, so but this guy's West Coast, so it ain't gonna be no after 3 o'clock his time. I'm gonna be off work by the time his 3 o'clock rolls around. Alright, cool.
That's like
yeah,
my call right
exactly. Yeah, that's you, because you're on the West Coast, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna log.
Where are you located?
I'm in Georgia.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, man. Alright, so that's that one. So I'm going to say this work right here. You see, these say day 1, step 2s. These are people I already called. Let me see, when did I call this guy? Let me look and see when I called him.
So the cadence just automatically gets updated, right? And
it does.
And we just work on it. That's it.
That's it. So when you come in the morning, And one thing I like to do when I come in the morning and I log in, Brady taught me this. When you're logging into your Salesforce and your Sales Loft, he said, look, I always log into my Sales Loft first because it seems to work better with my Salesforce. So I always do that. I log into Sales Loft first, and then I log into my Salesforce. He was like, when you do it the reverse, it seems to be quirky. So he was like, I just don't do it that way.
Well, it just sounds more and more. Sales Loft just seems like the better.
Right. And when you're doing it, you'll see that everything has its little quirks, and you just kind of got to get used to it. So it's kind of weird.
I feel you.
But yeah, when I come in the morning, once I get logged in and I open my Cadence up, you'll see all your it'll usually order it in the order of priority, or you can decide how you want to see it. Here with the drop down.
Top is top priority.
Yeah.
And then you work your way down.
Yep. Sure. And then sometimes, say you'll dig into, let me go out of this. Let's see here, let me pick one randomly. All right, so you see all these people here. If you want to kind of sort it by time zone, you can.
Oh, cool.
So that's always helpful, especially when I come in the morning. I want to make sure I don't call the West Coasters too early, so I'll sort by time zone sometimes. So that's pretty cool.
Everyone seems to run into that problem. It sounds like everywhere in the East Coast are like.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess I'm not going to run into it that much. I feel like I'm starting.
Yeah, you should. I mean, you pretty much will be fine with that. The only thing you might have is like what they were saying, which me personally, all the stuff they were talking about on the call, I have not had any issues with any of that stuff. So as long as you scrub it well, you shouldn't have any beef with anybody. That was my first time hearing. I was like, y'all having problems? I know.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
a lot of emotions coming.
It was.
It's a little welcome present.
I was like, good God, man. No, I've been good. I haven't had any issues with that. But I scrub my stuff pretty well, and I put a lot of notes on my stuff too, so that way if somebody comes and looks at it, they can tell what has been done on it.
So do you think that was the problem? Really, it was improper scrubbing.
I think so,
and
I think it was
a lack of.
Yeah, I think it was a lack of improper scrubbing, and maybe people not having clarity on what the rules are. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I think it was a combination of the two, but everything they were saying, luckily, I've been pretty much doing what they were saying we were supposed to do. So I guess that's why I didn't know there was drama.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right, I want to be just like you.
Right.
I want to put my head in the ground and make sure I'm doing things right.
Exactly, for sure.
No problem.
All right, cool. So it looks like I got a new lead that just popped up. It says day 1, step 1. So I'm going to look at it. All right, click. Let's scrub it. Jonathan Cortez. So let's see what we got here.
Are you gonna? This is a new one, right?
Yep, it's a new one.
I'm about to watch you scrub this one again.
Yep. So it just showed up in my thing right here. All right, you see
the scrubbing is done on Salesforce.
It is.
Okay, but you can do everything else on Sales Loft. Okay.
Yeah, so all your call histories and everything, and your cadences, it all runs through Sales Loft, and the actual contact record information is lives on Salesforce.
Got it.
All right, so we're looking at this right now. This is helpful right here. Sometimes this lead angel matched account name. Most times for a brand new lead, usually this is empty because they're not really in their database yet, unless you're calling on the Bitscope pause, because those are old leads. But this kind of popped up here, and if you hover over the company name, it'll give you all this information in here. And sometimes it'll show you that it's a customer by the most recent activity. It looks like they're not, but maybe they were interested in becoming a customer, because I see an old opportunity in here from 2021, but it was lost, so they did not win them. It was a closed loss opportunity.
Okay.
So now maybe he's had a change of heart, and now he's like, man, it's slow. I need some work or something. All right, so let's scrub him. Oh, let's see here. This number looks wonky. Let's see here. See how that number's got way too many digits in it?
It's a long number.
Yeah, I'm like, man, that's a setup. Jonathan trying to play me. Sometimes when they do that, I'll go online, and sometimes you're lucky enough to find a real number online and call them anyway. So I'm gonna do that. But first, I'm gonna scrub the information I do have. We'll start with that.
Okay. You copied the name, pasted it onto the search bar of what is that? Oh, another Salesforce tab.
Yep. So what I do also in the morning when I come in, When my first tab opens, I'll do 2 duplicate tabs, right?
Oh yeah, duplicate. Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
And I use that second tab for my scrubbing, and then my third tab is always my dashboard. Let's see. You have a link to the dashboard yet?
I don't think so. No.
Let me give it to you right quick. Let's see. Let me see here. Alright, that's the link to the dashboard.
Okay.
And while I got this up, we can go over it real quick.
Oh, I don't even think I have a login yet for Salesforce.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
yeah, definitely make sure. Yeah, okay, that's cool. We'll go over the dashboard real quick. What I focus on when I come in the morning, the main things I like to look at, of course, I like to look at this little SDR qualified op. In order for your ops to get over here, they have to be deemed qualified, which means that they went through the demo with the AE, and the AE moved them through discovery and marked them as a qualified op, which means, yeah, this is a legit opportunity right here, right? That's basically what that means.
Oh, wow.
So once they do that, so yeah, that's right. It goes on the board. Now everything you see in green, that means we've hit quota. Right.
Oh wow! Look at you.
Yeah. That means we hit quota. So when everybody starts, everybody's in the red, right? So as soon as you hit 60, it turns orange, and as soon as you hit 70, it turns green.
So what is hitting the quota like? Those. So every number that you get is everybody who's had a meeting with an AE.
Correct. Yeah, as far as this
okay.
one, yeah, every number that you get paid for are all the demos that you, like you said, that met with the AE, and the AE did agree with you that they were qualified.
And that number is for the month?
Yep.
Okay, so you got 80 for the month, right? I'm reading that correctly? Okay.
Yep, you're right. All right, and so then, let's see here. Over here, let me start back at the beginning. To the left of that, this right here, this is actually tabulating the qualified ops for the whole team as we go through the month. So when Kevin posts that message saying he was wanting to hit, I think he said 2,000 for the month or something like that. This is kind of what he's going off of.
Yeah.
This little meter right here. So these are the qualified ones. This other meter is for just ops created in general, just all the ops, whether they're qualified or not qualified. This one tallies all the ops. This little meter right here. And the same with this box, the monthly ops created. It tallies all of your ops. Even if they were not qualified, they'll come over here. You see I got 84 over here, but I got 80 on the other one because I got 4. They're either sitting in discovery, which I'm going to drop down here. This is what's in discovery. And all that means is that AE has it, but they have not moved the opportunity over yet. And moving it over means that they move it over into a qualified basket, or did they move it over into an unqualified basket? It's kind of sitting in limbo right now. So those will accumulate here. Ops in discovery by rep is what that is. Now, it's always good practice to try to get your ops moved over as quickly as possible. I make it a point to every Thursday, if I got ops in there. Now if the op was just created like yesterday, I don't trip. But if we're going into like a week and my op is still sitting in there, I'll kind of courtesy message that AE and say, hey, just checking what's the status on this op. Sometimes they just forget to move it.
Okay.
So you definitely, if you can get it moved into qualified, you definitely want to try to do that because that's how you get paid, right? So yeah. So I make good friends with the AEs. I want them all to love me because I want you to move my ops. So that box. All right. So shifting to the left, you see all these blue little thingamajigs here.
Yeah.
This is our call volume and text. So it tabulates your calls and your text messages. So as we're going through the day, you'll see this thing move as we're making our calls. And of course, they like us to have 70 activities a day. And that could be a mixture between text messages and phone calls, however you want to do it. And you'll have not everybody hits their 70, but that is the goal. They want everybody to get their activities in because the more activity you got, the better chances you have of getting, demos on the board. So
do you find yourself hitting 70 it's every day kind of thing?
I actually don't, and my call volume is something that I'm kind of really working on, and it's so weird because I'm hitting my quota. I'm actually going above my quota, and I get really great demo numbers on the board. I think I'm just having really good conversations is what it is. So I don't have as many calls, but I do have good conversations, so I'm able to, surpass my quotas. But even still, I still want to get my volume up. But it's so funny. I had this joke. I was talking to one of the guys that I had him shadowing me the other day, and I had this joke, and I said, it seems like on days when I make a boatload of calls, I get like little to no demos. But on days when I come in, I've only made like 20 calls, I get like 10 demos. So I'm like, it's so weird.
Like the call volume?
If I had to choose between the two, the most important is hitting quota.
Oh, which is the demo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Now, if you're a rock star and you can make 100 calls a day and you can hit your quota, go for it. But if you told me I had to choose between one of the two, I'm hitting quota all day. Right.
We're getting paid.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so just try your best to hit your activity. Try to make as many calls as you can. Yeah. But I tell people, it's like, look. Go ahead.
But like for you, you're already like you hit your quota, so I feel like would they even look at you not making 70 calls like if it's a problem because you're hitting your your demo. So.
No, and I was just about to talk about that. I was like, look, I said you got to pick your struggle. You cannot be the person that's not hitting quota and not making the calls. You know what I mean? You gotta if you're not making your quota, at least say, well, I'm making 100 calls a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for sure. Okay. But no, if I'm hitting my quota, then I nobody ever says anything. But because I am hitting my quota. But I definitely always try to call as much as I can, for sure. So definitely make that a practice to try to hit as many calls as you can. Some people are really good about it. Like we got Amanda. Typically, she'll make 80, 90, 100 plus calls a day. She's really good at calls. Other one, they make a lot of calls in their day. So if you ever wanted to kind of shadow somebody that makes a bunch of calls and you just want to see how the heck they're able to cram those calls in the day, those would be two good people to sit with. I mean, they make a ton of phone calls. This wheel, I like to call this the Wheel of Fortune right here. This wheel right here.
Shadow. Thanks, Steven.
Okay.
I appreciate this.
For sure. I like to call it the Wheel of Fortune because it's keeping a tally of the demos that we're getting throughout the day. So this is kind of cool to kind of look at during the day or whatever. And I noticed that if you want to kind of stay on par with hitting your quota, you really want to shoot for at least 4 demos a day.
Okay. 4 demos a day.
Yeah, 4 demos a day. That'll get you there. Let's see here.
Okay.
All right, so that's that. And those are the main ones. I focus on the first half of this screen. There's the other stuff down here. I don't look at as much. This section over here with the blue boxes, when I had mentioned your ops can either be qualified or unqualified. If they end up being unqualified, they show up over here. So I had 2 this month. You're going to get some either they're not going to show up to the demo. Sometimes you'll get a call and you might send them over to the AE, and for whatever reason the AE scheduled the demo for maybe a different time and the prospect doesn't show up for whatever reason, right? So that was a no show to demo. So they'll mark it unqualified because of that, because they have to physically show to the demonstration. Or maybe they'll discover something else about the prospect that you didn't realize. Maybe they discovered that the prospect actually doesn't do residential, or maybe they found out that the prospect, or doesn't do commercial. I'm sorry. Or maybe they found out that the prospect. Yes, right. That's why we try to actually do your discovery calls. You got that demo sheet there, so when you're talking to them, if you've asked the right questions, you can cut down on that. Making sure they're actually qualified on your end before you send them over. But sometimes that does happen. You might forget to ask them a key question and maybe it's revealed when they get over there to the AE side. So it's not uncommon to have 1, 2, or 3 of these a month. I mean, you're going to get them. Stuff happens. You just want to try to not have a lot of those unqualified no-show ops, because then it's like, man, you wasted all your time trying to get them over the demo just for them not to be qualified. This kind of sucks.
Yeah.
All right, so that's that part. Let's see here.
Got it. This is the leads that we're going to see in our cadence.
Exactly.
So like that 22 or 21, that's how much we're getting. 21 cadences or whatever thing.
Yeah. So you'll have like 21 or 22 different contacts to call on. And plus, you'll still have the stuff that you are already working on still in your cadence, but every day you get a fresh batch of people added to your cadence.
Okay. And what happens to the old batch?
Your old batch, when we get leads, like the new ones, it's on a 10-day cadence. So you'll call on them every day for 10 days, and then they'll automatically fall off as unable to contact. right?
Okay.
And then once they fall off as unable to contact, the lead pretty much gets recycled, and then somewhere down the line, some other SDR will get them and try to call on them. That's when they kind of go, and all the old leads that we couldn't get any traction on, we could never contact them or whatever, it gets recycled and thrown into that bucket called business. So you'll be probably practicing with the big leads.
Okay.
Just to get your feet wet.
Got it.
All right, let's see here.
Wow, that's cool. So it's like a lot of warm leads, if anything, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Would you say?
Exactly.
Okay.
The majority of them are warm leads. Probably like 90% of what you're calling on are warm leads.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
That's cool.
really total difference. So when you're training with the bits, kind of the colder leads, the leads that nobody could get traction on, they're probably really old. You'll probably spend. They're the harder ones. That's right. So you'll spend maybe a week calling on those. So when you go from those to these hot leads, total night and day difference, man. I just total night and day difference. I don't have a script. I'm just talking to the people. I'm not trying to be all proper or anything. I'm just talking to them like regular people, and it works. Yeah. So totally different conversation.
Oh, that's awesome. So okay, and that's why it's easy for like people like you to have such a easy conversation with everybody. Like it sounds like you could just talk, like
exactly.
Just talk away, have a conversation about whatever's.
Exactly. So when we get off the call today, I'll send you some conversation links that I had with leads that actually resulted in me getting them over to demo. So I'll send those to you so you can kind of listen to them whenever you want to. But yeah, my conversations are very simple. It's funny because when I first started, I was so focused on what's the script, what do I say, and then as I started getting on the phones, I was like, screw the script, I'm just going to talk to these people, and that's what I've been doing ever since.
Okay, that's exactly what I love to hear, because I do the same thing at my previous place, so I was like, all right, cool, thank you.
Yeah, so
that sounds good.
Totally different. Yeah, it's a different number, so let me make sure it looks right. Yeah, it looks right. It's so funny because sometimes they'll get a customer and they'll put that crazy number in there because I know they're thinking, I don't want nobody to call me, and then I'm able to find their real number online and I call them and they're all surprised. It's funny as hell to me. I found you, So yeah, let me see. So I got that.
That's great. Everything's online nowadays.
Exactly. So that's why I think it's so funny when people are like, how did you get my information? I'm like, dude, Google. I mean, you're out there.
For real, yeah.
Let's call up old Johnny and see if he answers the phone. Let's see here. 940. I'm gonna call with the local on.
Thank you for all inquiries. Press 1. For client relations, press 2.
No, this is John.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm looking for Jonathan Cortorm. I just don't know what department he works in.
I tell you what, let me give you his assistant's number.
Okay.
Kim.
Okay.
And you can talk with her.
Okay. Fantastic. I'll call her. Thank you so much, okay?
No problem.
Bye. All right. Let's see here. Let's call Kim. So I'm just going to type it in over that number. I ain't gonna save it just yet.
Hi, this is Kim, and I'm sorry I missed your call. Leave me a message.
Alright, so what I do in that case, I just like, you know what, I'm going to hit them up later. Probably going to be tomorrow because it's already getting down late. So I'm like, okay, maybe let me try this in the morning. So I'll put no answer, no contact made. I'm going to put a note on here so I can remember what happened. Let's see here. Sales loft, you see all this middle section right here? Every time you touch a call, the history goes right here. So if I send a text message, if I call them, if I email them, if they respond to it, whatever the case is, all the activity will show up right in this section right here. And that note I just put on there, when I log the call, it shows up right here. So if anybody else came in behind me, they see my notes here. So it shows up there, but it also shows up in Salesforce. Let me say this right quick. Refresh. Let's see here. All right, so right over here where you see the task, it says no answer, no call made. But when you hit the drop down, you can see the notes. It's got the call recordings in here as well, but then you see the note that I put in here too. So anybody coming in behind me will be able to see the note, and if they even want to listen to the recordings, they can do that too.
Okay.
So that's that part. So let's see here. So this call will automatically, in the cadence, it'll drop into a day 1, step 2. But I'm not going to do my step 2 until tomorrow because it's already so late in the day. So I'm going to leave that like it is. Let me see, did I get anything else in my cadence? Let's see here. Okay, no, nothing else new. All right, so looking at the cadence, you see where this says high right here, right? High priority. And I got an assortment of stuff. Some stuff says day 1, step 2. Some stuff says day 2, step 4. It just pretty much keeps it all organized for you. So I'm going to click in this and see what it is. All right, so this guy right here, when I called him, his voicemail, I just heard a whole bunch of Spanish. I was like, okay, I know what time it is. I'm gonna have to text him in Spanish. So we got these text messages. I got a Spanish text template. Let me pull it up right quick. Let me send this.
Cool.
I'm gonna send this to you because my whole sheet is a mess. So I'm been adding stuff because I got this translator. Boy, I be going to town, boy. Them Spanish text messages.
So you made all this right here?
I got the basic. Like it started with this section right here, and then what happens is you get into a full-fledged Spanish conversation through text message.
Oh no way! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, and so
you're not the only one who does this. Does it too, or is it just you?
I don't know. I'm sure everybody's got like a Spanish text message template. I don't know how far everybody goes with it, but when I get my guys, like they go into a full conversation. So then I'm like, okay, whatever he said, now I gotta translate that. What did he say to me? So I'm in a full conversation, which is cool because I'm getting the information that I need. So the thing with the Spanish speaking prospects, if you confirm that they are truly Spanish speaking, you can actually qualify them in text message by asking them those core questions that I sent you. If they answer positively to those questions, what I do is I fill out the demo sheet with the information I know to be true, just as much as you can. You couldn't get everything because you couldn't speak to them. And I send that demo sheet to the appropriate Spanish-speaking AE. I don't know if anybody's told you who they are. I can send you that information. And I also will send them a copy of the text messages that we had back and forth so they can see what the conversation was as well. Yeah. And so what I'll do is I won't convert the opportunity until the AE has given me the green light that yes, it is indeed qualified. Go ahead and convert the op and send it to me. So that's what I do on the Spanish speaking ones. If I have to qualify you by text, I await the green light from the AE before I convert it to an opportunity.
Some clients that are
you'll get some. Like I don't the worst I've personally gotten is hung up on. You know, I haven't had the situation where I've gotten like cursed out. Like I'll get people that hang up on me or whatever. And I haven't had anybody curse me out in text messages. Either they'll just flat out ignore me or they'll respond back with interest. Those are usually how my text messages go.
Yeah. Because it's been sounding like everybo's been talking real nice to you, and I'm like, oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. For the most part, it is. I mean,
you the juice or something.
Right. But yeah, every once in a while you get one. Like I had a weird guy. What was it yesterday? He wasn't rude or anything, but the conversation was so weird. He sounded like he was drunk. Like it was Monday morning, so I was like, maybe he had a lit weekend. I don't know, but. His speech was so slurred because when he picked up the phone, he picked it up like with slurred speech. Like I maybe woke him up out of his slumber or something. It was weird, and so it's like, and I'm thinking like I want to get off the call, but I can't hang up on you. So I just kept asking him, "Is this a good time?" I'm thinking, "Tell me it's not a good time." So I can't get off the phone. So,
when I would go to properties getting built, man, these construction workers, I see them with their Modelos, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. You'll see beer bottles and beer cans all over the job. So, All right. He says he just tried to call me back. Sorry, I missed your call. Okay. All right. So what that mean? You want me calling back again? I didn't get no missed call from him.
Call his bluff.
That's right.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm doing fine.
Good,
How
good,
are you?
good. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for texting me back. I hope you're having a good day.
Oh, yeah. I was just over here doing some work and I ain't hear the phone.
Oh, okay. I understand that. But yeah, I was just giving you a shout. I see you were looking at a construction service. You trying to get some more subcontractor work?
I was trying to, I guess, like, pick up.
Gotcha.
Pick up a company to work under and everything.
Okay. Well, just to tell you a little bit about what we do, how did you find out about us?
Oh, I ended up doing some research.
Gotcha.
Online and everything.
Okay. Well, good. So just a kind of so wherever you are, we are as well. So somebody like yourself that wants to pick up more commercial projects, we definitely would be the person that could kind of help you do that. So if you want to get more relationships with general contractors or whatever it is you want to do, we definitely can try to help you do that. So what kind of work you do, Derek?
I do a lot of renovations and just about everything dealing with a house and everything. I'm good at all things. I got tools for all things because I have my own business, of course, doing that and everything. So I leaving working a job from doing it to get on my own and everything. So I do right now. I'm working on like a deck and everything. So I do decking, painting, flooring. I do all type of flooring except carpet. I just don't. Cause a lot of people don't be into carpet like that no more.
Gotcha.
Bathroom renovations. I do I'm not certified in the plumbing and electrical, but I do know how to do it, and I do it, because I deal with a lot of tenants and everything and stuff like that. So I touch on everything.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. So, all right. So, mainly what's keeping you busy these days? Is it mainly residential work?
Yeah, it's a lot of residential. I do commercial and everything stuff because I actually do set design stuff on the side too. So
okay.
I do stuff with like Disney projects and stuff. So.
Okay, good. All right, so for you then, sounds like you do renovations and pretty much remodeling, which means, like you said, you do some of everything. So a good project for you commercially would be like maybe an office space or maybe a restaurant remodel or something along those lines. You think maybe some apartment renovations or something? Would you be open to something like that, or what you think?
Oh, yeah, I'd be open to that and to grow.
Okay, gotcha, for sure.
Yeah, I'm always ready to do more and grow. Because right now, too, I'm actually going through school to get my certification with HVAC.
Oh, good.
Inspection.
Oh, so man. Look at you. Congratulations. Hey, that HVAC thing is going to be a big deal. Good for you.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, so when we talk about the size of projects, are you most comfortable with like a small to medium-sized project, or what do you think?
Yeah, sometimes I take on large projects because I used to work with like lessons. But then they kind of slowed down because I was doing a lot of Zillow properties. So I would actually go up in there. I know you more on commercial side, but just giving you like a background. But I was doing like a lot of renovations where I go in sometimes to like 3-story condos and townhomes and houses. I did all the way up to like 3,000 square foot home.
Okay.
Because I work a lot by myself, so I go in there and I did it like, paint everything, just kind of renovate it and do what needs to be done and changing out wood and gutters and, everything.
Okay. I like it. All right. So let's talk about your coverage area. You kind of in Morrow. So do you just pretty much work all in Metro Atlanta? What would you say your coverage area was?
Well, I have been all the way out there to like, like Augusta. I have worked pretty far in, me when I did a Disney project and stuff, and they like the stuff that I was doing and everything. So I have worked out. They flew me out to Chicago to go do some work and stuff. So it's just like, I'm pretty much the type person. Just here and everything. I go at least stuff out to like an hour and a half out. I've been out to past like Winder, Georgia.
Okay.
As long as I tell you it's like this. As long as the money good on there.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. He said money talks. For sure.
Yeah.
All right, let me make sure I got your email right, Derek. Okay, so we have product specialists, and this is what they do. They explain pretty much kind of how the membership works, what types of projects you can expect to kind of get your hands on and see, and they also break down the pricing. Now, we're not going to make you buy anything on the phone call. They're really just going to give you the information and let you decide and kind of see what works for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, good deal. So, Derek, when the phone rings, don't worry. I'm going to stay on the line with you until they pick up. And when they answer the phone, I'm going to introduce you to them, tell them a little bit about what you do, and let you guys have fun from there, okay?
All
right, let's do it. Let's see here. All right, I am still here with you, Derek.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm listening.
How you doing? Oh, okay. I thought there was something on the line.
Oh, no, I'm here with you. Hey, who just picked up?
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
Hi, my name is Nadej.
Wait, are you on the South team?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I've never spoken to you before.
Yes, this is my first day on the phone.
Girl, you threw me off. Hey.
No problem. I was like, I think this is an
Hey, I got that's so funny. Hey, I got Derek. He's in the Metro Atlanta area. He found us online and kind of wants to get some more information about how our services work. So I'm going to connect you to him, and we'll see if we can answer all of his questions and take it from there.
What's your name? What was his name one more time?
Sure. Derek with a D.
Derek, gotcha.
All right,
See,
fantastic.
That would have messed up right there.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Derek.
All right, thank you.
No problem. Take care.
Hey, Derek. How you doing?
All right. Let me see.
You just transferred him to an AE?
Yup.
Oh, wow.
All right. And she was new, so when she answered, I was like, who is that? I don't even see her name on here. All right. Let's see.
That was a great conversation, by the way.
Oh, thank you. What the hell was her name? All right. So let me go to... I want to send her the sheet, but hell, I don't even know...
That you just had, like, that conversation, that's like, it sounds like it's a normal, like, it happens. It's not rare for that to happen. It's very, like, yeah, it's a usual call.
Right.
What'd you say?
Yeah, it really is.
Oh,
Most of my calls are like that.
Yeah.
Alright, Sinitra.
Because in my previous job, it's like, getting a call like that, it's like very rare, and it's a great call. It's a great conversation. So I'm just like, oh wow, like that's cool.
Yeah, that's what makes this job kind of cool, because I'm just having kind of regular conversations.
Yeah.
And yeah. Convert the op. I make sure I got all the information I want to see in it. Main thing is that I filled out all the necessary boxes. All this stuff was already in here, a lot of it, so I don't got to worry about that. But mainly, I just want to make sure I put the address in here, which I did. So once everything looks good, I'm gonna save it, and I'll send you like screenshot steps of this, because this was something I had to. It took me a few times to remember. All right, so I'm gonna hit convert. This box opens. And then right here where it says opportunity, in this box right here is always defaults to the current year that you're in, 2023 _, and then the back side is the acronym for whatever package. So usually all the subcontractors are, and then right here for the record owner, I'm going to take it out of my name and put it in the AE's name. And shit. Is she in here? Hold on. She might not be in
Not in the system yet.
NAD. Okay, there she go. Alright, and then I'm going to convert here at the bottom. Screen pops up. You see your opportunity over here in the opportunity box. I just click on it, and it'll bring me to the opportunity screen. When this box comes up, you just click here, the first pencil, and it'll open this box up. It makes everything active so you can make changes to it. Type is new business. Majority of the time, it will always be new business. The only other thing it might be a win back, but we don't have very many win backs. Most of them will be new business. All right, this defaults to discovery. We'll leave that like it is. The default amount we use for everything is 2,400. The AE can change it later. And then we'll hop over here. You got this close date. We're always 20 days out. If you don't know what the heck 20 days is from today, when you go back to your questionnaire sheet, your demo sheet here, the first tab on here, you see the date. So 20 days out is 11/7. It'll always default for you to 20 days out. So I just open it and see what the date is. All right. So then I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna make this 11/7. Forecast level is SDR opportunity. It'll always be that. And I'll send you a screenshot for this so you don't got to try to figure out how to remember it. And then just hit save. Alright, so now I copy that link and I'm going to paste it into here. Let's say thank you. That goes blah blah blah.
So once we got them transferred to a AE, we message the AE the details. On Teams. Okay.
Yep. So that little sheet that I keep filling out every time, I just plopped it right into Microsoft Teams, and then once I convert the op, I send them the link for the opportunity.
Got it.
Like if you let it be known what your wishes are in the company, they will do everything to help you get there, which is really cool.
That's cool. That's cool. Do you wish to become a AE too?
Actually, I do. So, I'm actually training with Kevin right now. He's actually offering training for those that want to be AE. So I'm training with him right now. My hopes is to go AE first quarter next year.
Yeah.
But definitely.
That's dope. That's dope.
So definitely exciting stuff. Kevin's daily goal is always let's hit 100 ops as a team. That's usually what he likes to have by the end of the day. Some days we do over that. Some days we don't quite hit it. So it just depends. But we definitely do try because I mean, Kevin is awesome. So we do what we can to help him look good because he's an amazing manager. He's like the bomb.
Honestly, yeah, like great vibes from him. Great vibes.
Yeah, I really like Kevin. He's cool. So okay, so that's that. So I think that's all I got, man. I ain't gonna overload your brain with too much more than that. Was there anything particular? I am gonna see that conversation that I just had. Would you like me to send it to you?
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
I'll send you that one and plus some other ones that I had. I'll send it to you as well. And anytime you want to shadow, like you can shadow people over and over again. Just hit up anybody anytime you want to. If you feel like you need to come back and sit with me, that's fine. Any of us, we're the same way. If you feel like you need to come back, I don't care. I don't care if it's 2 months down the road. If you feel like you need to come back and sit down.
Yeah, everyone's okay with it.
Yeah, that's totally okay, man. We all just want to help each other succeed. So for sure, we don't care. Let's sit here.
And everyone's been in there before, so.
Exactly. Because I got some SDRs I done sat with like several times. I don't mind it, so I know how it is. I hope. All right, so that last one I sent you, that's kind of the screen that you see when you convert that op and that box opens when you got to put information. The only boxes you got to be really concerned about are the ones that are highlighted. Most of the other ones will default. But you'll have other chances to see us create opportunities. So you'll get that part down. It's just a few steps.
Okay.
Let's see here. So I think that's it. Was there anything particular that you kind of were wondering about as I was kind of going through it?
You know what? Not really. I'm just trying to absorb everything. But if I do have questions, I'll just hit you up on Teams. It's a lot, but like it's just one of those things where you just like gotta let it marinate.
Exactly, that's exactly right, man. Yeah, and it'll start clicking. It's funny because you'll think you're not remembering it, and then you'll be doing something, and suddenly you remember something that you learned. Like, oh, I remember that. So that's kind of how it works.
It's just how it is when you start a new job. It's like always that like I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Like, that's how I was too. I was like, gosh, I'm so over feeling new. I just want to get.
Yeah,
I hate the feeling.
I wish I was like fast forward to like 6 months later,
right?
A well-oiled machine already. And
exactly.
You don't feel like that newbie, and people treat you like a newbie, not in a bad way, but
right? Yeah.
Like, you know, like I just want to be one of the people already. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh man, but yeah, you'll do fine, man. You got that real estate background. You used to talking to people. This is conversational as well, so you'll be good.
I think these conversations they sound better if anything. I've been through some tough ones, so I like it.
Right, it's a cakewalk, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Exactly.
All right, well, good for you, man. Yeah, that's all I got. I ain't gonna cloud your brain up more than it's already clouded. So.
But I know that comes with the phone call. So yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm just doing what Kev tells me to do at the end of the day.
I think I shadowed 5 people before I got on the phones. And then like right after I got on the phones, I went back and shadowed one of those people again, because once you get on there, then you have a new set of questions, because it's like now I'm on it and I'm doing it, So yeah, so that's definitely for sure. So definitely shadow at least 5 people first, and then take good notes.
I just hit them up, right? Like I just hit them up on my own. Like probably after I shadow with Amanda. I think what Kev was telling me is like, yeah, just hit people up after that. And,
yeah. So did he tell you did he suggest to the shadow?
He did, but there's so many of y'all.
Because I was about to tell you I was gonna tell you who to shadow if he hadn't already told you.
Oh yeah. If you could tell me.
All right, because you already shadowed Jason, which is good. You shadowed me. Shadow Brady.
Shadow Brady. Okay.
You're already gonna do a man. And then shadow Ryan. Yeah, Ryan has a contractor background. And the way he does his conversations is really interesting. He's really simple, just like I am. He's a good person to shadow, to kind of hear his conversations. So shadow him. So that gave you 5 people. You can throw in a 6th one. Let me see who I think you'd probably be good for you. Probably Megan. Let me look right quick. Okay. Let me see.
Oh, she was the one who was okay.
Yeah, I think you should shadow her as well. That sounds like about 6 good people right there.
Oh wow.
And
for the people not to shadow.
Probably just some of the newer ones. Probably. Let me see here. I don't really have a true not to shadow, because everybody on the team hit their quota last month, so I think everybody probably has something to contribute. But as far as the people that I know are really good on phone calls, they've been here for a while, they're just really kind of producing, I would probably start with them, because usually that means they have really good habits. And so you can pick up some stuff from them.
Oh, okay.
And kind of learn from them.
Everybody's pretty solid in this.
Yeah, everybody's
it's a good success rate.
Yeah, everybody's pretty solid.
That's good to know.
So I think you wouldn't go wrong anywhere. The only other person I didn't say that I think is really good to shadow, because I shadowed her and I really enjoyed shadowing her, was Liz. Liz has been with the company a very long time, and I really had a good time shadowing her. She's really nice.
Okay. Liz, Shadow. Oh yeah, she was the one who was like, I had no problem. I didn't know you guys had.
Yeah. Yeah, Liz is cool. So I think that'll give you a good roundabout kind of idea. You'll get to see how different people run their days. You'll notice everybody does something different. Like everybody will have a different way that they start their day as well. So, and eventually you'll take a little bit of something from everybody, and you'll kind of have your own thing going.
Like more so, just as long as we hit our quotas and as long as we get our calls, our activities out, we're good to go. That's it. So yeah, man, it's simple, man.
Well,
you know what, Tina? Expect me to hit you up again.
Hey, I'm with it. I look forward to it.
All right, I appreciate it.
No problem, man.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna let you do your thing.
All right, cool.
I gotta do these damn courses.
Right. All right, cool, man. Enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, you too.
All right, bye. So I just wrapped up that training session with a brand new SDR. He just started this week. He's going to be awesome. He's really, really good energy. I can tell he's willing to learn. He's going to do great. So that's all I got for now, man. Tech Job Team signing out. Peace.